Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today what we're gonna do is we're gonna... I don't know if I can keep doing this. I mean, look at me. I look stupid. Look at this avatar. And I fucking love stupid! But I haven't had anything unique, you know? I've just had the same piece of shit for all of eternity or something. I'm gonna bust out a tear. What's this? Huh. I got a package. It's... a drawing tablet? I'll be right back.
I have crippling depression.
You know something? I've never gone out of my way to just, I don't know, roast a certain fandom. At least not in a long-ass while. You know, just sit back, grab a beer, and, whip up some avatars I threw up in Paint Tool Sai, like, as Jobby would put it.
Tap tie the morning after.
And just roast some bitches. Just having a grand old time. So this is gonna be an easy video to make, because I have a decent amount of stuff to say about harem anime fans. A fandom I have a love-hate relationship with. I love me some nice juicy titties like a Russian loves vodka, but I also hate how pathetically bland harem anime fans on the internet are. Not people who just happen to watch some harem anime, but people who are, fans. AKA the first 3 letters of the word fanatic. If you're a fanatic of, anything, you need some help. In the same way that I need help because I'm a fanatic of Dempsey rolling whatever remains of my foreskin to some anime girls. I've got some issues, okay? But harem anime fans, they give a vibe that just hits different. It hits different like a greased up cock hits a bitch in the face, while somehow being as bland as tap water. I say tap water because tap water still has that murky taste to it. So I decided that if I'm gonna make fun of any fandom, why not make it on one of the most ragged on fandoms in all of anime? To be honest, it's kind of overrated, but again, I've got a love-hate relationship with it. Which nothing says I love you more than a back to the shed, right? Think about it. Harem anime fans, well, they think with their hormones. They think the little head down there is supposed to do the talking. They think if you bust a nut, then achieving post-nut clarity is like achieving the avatar state. Like they must be one hell of an intellectual that they could run circles around you in calculus just on that fact alone. And a lot of them never grew up out of that phase. Look, you're never gonna be that guy who fucks all the girls when no one else even gets a taste of that delicious femme pie. I was never that guy, and neither were you. Maybe you wanted to be that guy in high school. Well, that's pretty cool and all. But you're still not that guy even out of high school, and you never will be. Hell, most harem anime protagonists aren't even that guy, because they almost never do what you want to do. What you want to do, which is what the MC of a harem anime is supposed to embody, is taking your little chicken tendy and blowing your McNuggets all over every girl in every existing and non-existent fandom's backside. And inside too. Can't forget about that. Filling up that turkey oven with that sweet and sour sauce, the good shit. Only problem is, you're not that guy who's so good and so nice, she'll fall in love and want to order an infinite amount of seconds and thirds on that special sauce for her Big Mac fanny pack. And even if you were an asshole, it still wouldn't be any different. Now, I hear you asking, why? Why, Uncle Kaiser? Why won't that be me? Because you're still more than likely the same loser from high school who busts a nut on a bedsheet every time you think of Veronica, or Jessica, or some other bitch from high school. Or even middle school. If you bloomed out of your jammies and into your jimmies earlier than I did. Take a harem anime fan, and I don't mean someone who just happens to watch harem anime among other things that aren't equally generic, but take any harem anime fan and put him in front of a movie like Jinro the Wolf Brigade, or one of the Miyazaki movies, and ask him to write an essay or make a video about why they think, or why someone else might think those movies are great, and they'd be fucking stumped. They'd be more lost than a needle in the lost and found with a hurricane going on, blowing shit all over the place. they'd either be unable to say literally anything without watching someone else's video, or they'd come up with some random-ass generic AniTuber video with phrases that they picked up from an old crusty-ass fortune cookie they got from Panda Express, where they probably eat all the time when they think they're turning Japanese or something, because they can't afford the sushi restaurants. Harem anime fans would probably just be able to point to the most generic and distracting thing, like explosions and fight scenes, and sometimes romance on occasions, without being able to dissect what makes for a good or bad romance besides, does the MC get the girl? Yeah, he probably will. That doesn't make it good, it just makes it fucking obvious. Harem anime fans are like the Michael Bay of anime fans. And I'm being serious, okay? If a pair of tits and ass aren't constantly worshipping their self-insert MC, which in turn means worshipping them, then they can only really ever point to explosions, stuff like that. And if a girl isn't worshipping the MC, they'd ask, when's she gonna join the harem? It's like the most common fucking question that a harem anime fan will ask. More common than every time Joe Biden pulls a Porky Pig.
Oh, come on, man.
So they really are the Michael Bay of anime fans. The only difference is that the explosions they like are of a different, more greasy variety. So just face it, you're never gonna be that guy, okay? Ghost bitches don't want to smother your pickle in their front side Krabby Patties because you're a nice guy. Vampire lollies don't want to go to Alabama where it's legal to call you Oni-chan while grinding your itty-bitty chicken finger. Space pirates don't want to have the next dance on the dance floor with your
Okay.
Ancient English kings aren't going to want to gender bend and sacrifice their crown to you so that you can knight them with your meaty Excalibur. And demon girls aren't going to waste all their resources on your deadbeat weeb ass just because you were born with something special. With the only thing special about you is how special you think your special sauce is. You're not that guy. You're the guy that's gonna keep busting nuts, at one time on a bedsheet, now on an expensive piece of merchandise, to people who don't even exist, and the thing will probably just crust over after too many uses, crumbling in your hands like dust. And you're too much of a loser to have the balls to buy a sex doll and go all the way, like the VR headset and all that shit, because you're too lazy to set the damn thing up. So back to good old Lefty-chan and Righty-kun it is. Or Truck-kun, if that's your thing. Harem anime fans need to get a life that isn't just watching harem anime and ask when the MC, or rather, when am I getting another girl to add to my proxy harem? A proxy harem that's probably as flimsy as my left nutsack on a hot summer morning after a wet dream. As the saying goes. So that was me having a bit of fun, roasting some people, getting an excuse to use these new avatar assets that I've got. Maybe next time I'll, add an erection to them. I always like roasts, You know what? Why don't we start a roasting discourse amongst the anime fans on the internet? A good old hoorah into making fun of each other, at the expense of one another's fragile ego. Roast me, and roast each other. Oh, and don't you fucking dare talk about how bad I am at fucking drawing, okay? I already know that I suck more at drawing than a bitch sucks salami on Rule 34. The question is, did you know that I already knew that you knew that I sucked? At drawing. Not sucking off whatever Hachima calls
Pepperoni!
今天阿七墙上写着秦香莲的三十2岁了整个蛋炒驸马郎的旗帜王啊满皇上的会2岁了整个蛋炒今天阿七墙上写着秦香莲的三十2岁了整个蛋炒驸马郎的旗帜王啊满皇上的会2岁了整个蛋炒今天阿七墙上写着秦香莲的三十2岁了整个蛋炒驸马郎的